Now, before this message sinks in, take a breath. This is not an attack on the baby dads. This is not a judgment. It's just a conversation meant to bring peace into a space that often feels heavy. Some truths don't feel good at first, but they can still help. This is one of those truths. You have to stop competing with the father. This isn't about defending him. I'm definitely not defending you or some kind of fairness. It's about what competition does to your home. And every time parenting turns into a contest, your children feel it. They were never meant to be used as proof of who did more, who cared more, or who mattered more. They are not trophies. They are children trying to feel safe. You are doing a lot. That part is real. Carrying responsibility alone, that's kind of heavy. Wanting someone to see that effort is human. Wanting recognition for the sacrifices you made makes sense. But when the pride and pain start guiding how you parent, the emotional tone of the home changes. Kids feel that shift even when nothing is said out loud. Sometimes frustration shows up in small ways. Posts about doing everything alone, comments about being both parents, and jokes that aren't really jokes. Those moments come from hurt. They also create noise. Children start learning that love is about comparison instead of care. They begin to feel like attention comes from conflict instead of connection. The father may not show up the way he should. God bless him. He may be inconsistent. He may only appear when it's easy. That reality hurts. But your response matters just as much as his absence does. And trying to outdo him gives him power over your peace. His behavior starts shaping your emotions instead of your values. There is nothing you need to prove. Your presence already speaks, baby mama. Your children feel your care without you having to compete for it. Strength doesn't need announcements. Love doesn't need comparison. And peace doesn't come from winning. Sometimes the competition isn't really about the kids, though. It's about wanting him to see what he missed, right? It's about hoping he feels regret. That feeling is understandable, though. But reacting to someone who isn't emotionally present keeps you tied to a past chapter that is closed, and that connection slows your healing. Children should not feel pulled between parents. They shouldn't sense tension when moving from one home to the other. Subtle comments, quiet resentment, and unspoken anger don't stay hidden. Kids absorb it. Over time, that pressure shapes how they see relationships for their life. Some children learn to avoid conflict because they grew up around tension. Others learn to compete for love because that's what they watched. Some grow up thinking relationships about keeping score instead of working together. Those lessons stay longer than most people realize. We don't need that. The goal is not to be the better parent. It's about raising children who don't need to recover from their childhood. That takes maturity and a lot of restraint. Choosing to be calm when reaction feels easier by keeping adult pain out of children's spaces. Healthy co-parenting can exist when everything feels like a tug of war. Stability doesn't grow, especially where comparison leads. Children don't need parents who like that. They need parents who protect their emotional environment. If the father is inconsistent, time will show it. There's no need to point it out. Actions speak on their own. Hey, your role is on your side of the street. You can't control what he does. But you can control what your home feels like. Home, where the heart is. When competition stops, the power comes back, the peace comes back, emotional clarity returns. The decisions stop being reactions and start becoming choices. That shift changes the entire atmosphere around your children. Kids don't need perfect parents. They don't. They need stable ones. They don't need extra effort to prove a point. They don't need, grounding. They don't need one person doing everything. They need one person who stays present and emotionally steady to steady them. And years from now, they won't even remember who spent more money or who bought better gifts. They won't remember who talked louder or tried harder to win. They'll remember who made them feel safe. Stop competing with the father. You were not in the same race. Your path is about peace, healing, growth, abundance. His pace is about shit that don't matter. Your lane does. Letting go of keep a score, of needing to prove anything. Your children aren't watching to see who won. They don't care. They're watching to see who stayed grounded, who stayed the peaceful one. That is what shapes them. That's what they need. Peace at home, some kind of steadiness. So choose your children's emotional safety over pride. Give it up. You don't win by outdoing him. You win by outgrowing the need to. Love is love. Everything else don't matter. Peace.